Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want, but then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
Pistons trail by 5. Meeks with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Moore against Morris. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. Meeks outside, and that is good. Meeks got his first 3 points of the game. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
Tolliver kicks to Bullock. Baines dishes to Morris. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Noah. Chicago leading. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And a wide open look for Freak. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Bullock. Passes it to Meeks from the arc. And he gets the bucket. Meeks got 6 points.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And before the game, Star Center Joakim Noah talked about the intensity of this Chicago Bulls team. You know, I think Joakim can certainly... Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Mirotic is checked in for McDermott, and Freak subbed in for Derrick Rose. Detroit also making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Morris comes in for Johnson. And it's Jody Meeks in for Caldwell Pope. On the court for the Pistons, Aaron Baines out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Jody Meeks. Then there's Harris. And it's Jackson in at the point guard.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And a switcher also for Detroit. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Harris. Now it's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets made some nice plays. He finished with 8 points, and part of that scoring came from beyond the arc, adding a few threes to his already impressive season total. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Rockets.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Here's Morris. Noah with the block. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. Kicks it to Freak. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Releases. And too long on the shot. Pistons trail by 5. And Meeks kicks to Jackson. From the arc. does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Well, Chicago has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Freak. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Pistons have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Outside Jackson. Morris with the screen for Jackson. Up top, Morris. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's Freak. Misses the jumper, and a pretty... And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Mirotic is checked in for McDermott. And Freak subbed in for Rose. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Harris. Marcus Morris comes in for Johnson. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Jody Meeks in for Reggie Jackson. Freak, he's in at the point. Noah is out there with Portis. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Mirotic in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Noah with the block. And here is Mirotic. 10 points for him. Portis, the pass to Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pistons trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And it's Drummond missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Freak. Sinks the three-pointer. Freak's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
It's Meeks outside. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For the Pistons, Johnson comes in for Aaron Baines. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Reggie Bullock. And Noah with the slam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Ejuan Moore is checked in for Chicago. Now the dish to Noah. Pass to Mirotic. Noah with a screen on Johnson. And Mirotic kicks to Freak. Not gonna go as it bounces high off the rim. Now Detroit moving it up. Meeks can't hit.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Moore dishes to Freak. Drills the three-pointer. Freak's got 11 points. Outside Jackson. Gets an open look and hits.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Meeks with the steal. And the release was before the...
Okay, fans, now coming out of the court are your Lavables.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the... So, Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Mirotic is checked in for McDermott. And Freak subbed in for Rose. Then for the Pistons, Aaron Baines comes in for Andre Drummond. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Johnson. On the court for the Pistons, Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Marcus Morris is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And the technical free throw is good. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Detroit. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. 4 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Coming over the floor for the Pistons, Reggie Bullock.
Here's Freak. And again, Chicago. No good. 3-on-3. Stolen by Noah. Freak passes to Portis. Over to the left wing. Shoots from 12. Gets it to fall.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.